Hello, my brave sketcher. I'm glad to see you here on my live stream, my traditional live stream, where we the whole hour are having some creative conversation and drawing a lot. Today we are going to draw 10 quick and sort of ugly sketches in 10 in 1 hour. So for one sketch, we will have only 6 minutes. So I like this project because, when we draw spontaneously, when we having conversation and not focusing very precisely on each of our sketch, we start to draw from, subconscious mode when we forget about any of our fears, about any of our preconceptions, and just draw and having fun. And this project is invented not by me, it is from this creative community. The link to it in the description. It is called Today We Will Draw. It is Telegram chat. The owner is Tanya Chudakova. And here are the references which we are going to draw today. And I'm just a participant there, and I would like to show you how I solve all these creative assignments, let's say. And I invite you to come to join me, to draw with me, and to discuss our creative life. And this challenge happens every week. The link is in the description, as I told you, and all today's sketches, they are united by the same topic. Today's topic is green color. So I will start drawing, not to lose our time, and to continue with conversations. I will turn my camera. Doesn't want to turn. Something like that. It is not a tutorial, it is not a demonstration how I draw. I just will show you that I am drawing with you, and I invite you to do the same thing and to have some chatting into the chat box. So our first reference is this, but by the way, of course, for you, it's better to go to the link and start your own exploration. I will set a timer because here I cannot show you. It is not for that. It is not meant for that, because you can use your own. Not your own. You can find these references and use them in a more convenient way for you. And by the way, now I don't know where are you from. You can let me know in comments. But I finally feel that spring is here. And as an artist, I just feel it that I want to draw in a little bit different color palette. Maybe not my traditional, but more springish one. And for me, spring has the colors of spring. They have this association with a greenish, bluish colors, something like that. I don't know why. Maybe in your country you have some different associations. Maybe if you have a lot of bright flowers and so on, and you have another set of preferences for spring colors, but I have this. It is not an opinion. It is not just I have this feeling that we will add a little bit of volume. On my live streams and on my videos, I always encourage you to add some contrast in your sketches because it always adds beauty. No, maybe not that nice sort of beauty, but it looks like you do something more valuable, sustainable when you add contrast into your pictures. So I started to talk about my new color palette. I will show you it for the moment. This one is my typical color palette. And it is, you can see that there are a lot of pinkish and red colors, but for today's one, not only for today, because I already started using this palette in this. I will put link somewhere here in this link. It was a video where we were meditating while drawing flowers. And I'm going to continue with that project when we will finish with Urban Sketching Big Adventure. So you can wait for this one. And we can add a little bit of, I don't know, reflex, or how do you call it, to make this color more vivid, more juicy. And the most cute thing is here, it is raccoon. I have never saw raccoons, maybe only in zoo, but I'm even not sure. So if you live in a country with the raccoons, I know that they have a bad reputation, let's say. But for me who never saw raccoons in reality, they look so cute, so nice. So I like them, but maybe you have a different position, and like they are maybe like rats or something, that they can go to your yard and take your garbage and you don't like it. But I don't have a yard and I don't have raccoons around me, so I like them because they are beautiful, and everyone likes beautiful animals, don't we? So today is nice spring day, but if you watch this video on another time, just you don't worry because you can do it any time. And I suppose that even this color palette, it is universal. Of course, it is maybe looks better when it is spring, a lot of green colors, but in summer it will be also very nice. And in winter, if you live in country like Malaysia or Thailand, you don't have a problem with green colors. So this sketch is ready, and I will restart my timer. And the next one is this, it is some plant, it's some tree, or which is cut in such a interesting, unusual shape. Tanya, who collects these sketches, she always tries to surprise her participants. And she always finds such strange solutions that you can only wonder what's going on. but that's why, maybe that's why I like this challenge so much. Well, not only because it really pushes me to oh, participate every time without skipping a session. When I started to do it in this year, not from the 1st of January, but I don't know where I started in February, I suppose. I will put the link to my first attempt maybe here or maybe in description. So it was strange vehicle and it was super fun. If you missed it, you can return to it and observe how I do it. And I also always put a link to the references, so you can not only observe. My goal is to make you start your own. I'm not about drawing. Your own creative exploration and exploration of your personality. And the sketching and drawing, it's just my medium because I can do it, not very bad, and I like to practice it. And maybe if I was a musician, I could choose another media, but I use what is easier for me. We can add some bright colors, and normally, no, I don't like green color that much. But sometimes when it is spring, especially and summer, I feel that like I like it because I feel that I need more fresh green juices, not real juices, but that feeling. And maybe we can add something bluish in the shadow. What do you think? And this greenish cocktail of colors, it really affects my mood. So I'm going to use this color palette, which you can see here. I collected it by myself, and I like to no, not just to use it, but to explore its potential. What can I do with it? So in my upcoming videos, I'm going to use it. Sometimes I will always tell you about when I will do it. You will find out. I will definitely use it in my very close upcoming video in the series of urban sketching, the big adventure, because I would like to add some details here. And there we will draw something green, something connected with urban sketching, and you will see what it will be. Somewhere I have a pencil which could change colors, but I don't remember which brush is it. So maybe it is this, but I'm not sure. Maybe this. It is very convenient when you draw very quickly and you don't have time to change colors, and when you even don't know which color to choose, you just do something what happens spontaneously with your materials. Maybe I don't explain it very clearly. If you don't understand me, just ask me and I will try to explain it for you again. Maybe something. I want to add some volume here. And this is study. If you are drawing with me and you don't like, you don't much like your results during this problem, I always encourage you not to pay much attention to every of your exact hello, we are drawing green things together. I restart my timer, and we are going to the third. Oh, it's not. This is third. So grab your pencil, grab your markers, and stay with me, draw and have some funny conversations. I always encourage you not to pay that much attention to your feelings that you don't like some of your picture. In reality, it doesn't matter. What matters is your way that you are continue your creative journey, that you are drawing, you don't give up, and you respect your personality. Oh, your art is just big. How are you? I am very fine. Write in comments, where are you from? And do you like to draw sometimes, maybe? Here we do some quick studies. It is not a lesson or tutorial or something like that. It is just a playground where we can draw together and have some funny conversation and have fun, of course. Maybe it is the main reason. I'm an artist. Oh, it's so nice that you are an artist. Would you want to see my art? I'm 16. If you'd like me to see your art, I encourage you to join my process. This references to this sketching practice together is in my description. So you can, if you'd like to, you can go there and find references and draw with me. I already completed two sketches from today's practice. We are going to draw, we are going to draw 10 sketches in, but I do traditional art. I suppose it is not problem. Anyway, you can do sketches, you can try some quick, how to say, some quick drawings without any, how to say, this stream, it is for exploring your potential when you don't draw what you need, or we are not working on some project, we are just having fun and spend time together. And maybe in future we can collaborate, create something, some common projects. Maybe anything could happen. We don't know because we have not done it yet, but we have 3 minutes to complete this quick sketch. And if you can find my I will tag you, and then you can see my art. Oh, it is very interesting. Oh, thank you very much, my dear. I'm not your teacher, so I'm not going to find your mistakes, but I can give you some of my feedback to maybe just to give you some new perspective to your art, maybe some unusual approach, maybe, I'm not that serious professor. Yes, feedback. Yes, I'm not that serious professor. I don't. Have you? Pakistan. I see. I really don't know much about your country, unfortunately. But do your professors in your, I don't know, where do you learn? In the institute, on an academy, or something like that? Maybe they are very strict and they explain you how to draw and that you should draw in a traditional manner, something like that. But we know that it's already happened so many times. I learned myself. It is also a way how you can explore. Too bright. So it is also a good way to touch the, how to say, touch the creativity, touch your potential of creative realization. So it is, it is so hard to draw and not just to speaking for no one, but for exact person. It is maybe my first experience of doing it. I am sort of new here in YouTube, but it's very interesting. That I am, by the way, I am now in Europe, in Serbia. It is Eastern Europe, and you're in the Pakistan. It is so far, but we can be connected to each other with this YouTube thing. So it is amazing. So continue with our sketch, but not that much to add because our time is running out. So we restart our timer and go to the next reference. And it is super fun as for me. Maybe I forgot to tell you that our today's topic is drawing different greenish photo greenish photo references. So it is the cat with the cabbage on its head. And by the way, in my live streams of this type, I do it regularly every week. It normally it happen on today is what, Friday? Yes. So I do it on Fridays, and I ask participants that you can write in comments or in chat what sketch would you like to see on the cover, because I draw pictures for my covers for every stream, so they are unique, and you can write in comments which sketch would you like to see. Not that much place for cabbage, by the way. So something greenish. Maybe it looks like this one is a good one for a cover. What do you think? Yes, so cabbage, and we need to do it very quickly. Oh, I suppose that I have chosen more dark color for the shape. By the way, normally I don't draw such funny and nice things like cats, but when it happens, why don't we try to do it? Correct? It is like, I don't know, a bell, or how do you call these things on the cat's neck? When it runs, it's ding, 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 ding. It makes that sound, and you never lose your pet. So I don't know exactly how I only can find this word bell, but I'm not sure that you use this word for this. It is so funny. I forgot what we were talking about. If you remember, just write me in comments, and we will continue with our chatting. By the way, I suppose that I already told you, maybe not. If not, just listen to it one more time. That in this series of streams, when we were drawing 10 sketches in 1 hour, we already had 2 sessions when we explored yellow color and pinkish color. And I will put the links into this. I suppose, yes, I told you that the first one, it was a vehicles. No, I have not told you. No problem. By the way, you can return to those videos and observe my sketching process, but I always encourage you to join me and not be a passive, watcher. But I want you to draw by yourself because it is completely different pleasure to do it. I concentrated that much on that cat that I almost forget about this cabbage. So I want to complete with this cat, yes, and to draw some additional things because we have only, how many? Only 47 minutes. Oh, not minutes, seconds to complete it. 26. So time to draw it faster and faster and complete everything on time. Maybe add some additional colors. Hello, hello. You're here again. Yes, I suppose. Okay, our time is finished. We continue with our exploration. And this is our next picture. Yes, after this stream, I can observe some of your sketches and tell you words of support and encouragement. So now we are drawing. I suppose that in your country it is warm climate, so maybe you have these palms, or can you see it? Not very clear, but you can find all references in the description. So here we have such, it is the huge scene, some of the road, and after that maybe some of the ground. Why don't you draw? We are drawing very quickly here because we need to forget about all our preconceptions, all our previous knowledge, and draw from our, let's say, from our subconscious. When we just draw and explore new things, new approaches. And now it's time for palms. And when you draw these quick sketches, you don't need to draw every detail. You need to just to grasp them. I want to add some of this earth, or not earth, ground. You need to grasp the whole idea, your impression. I add ground, I add it, but the palm would like to become taller and taller all the time. So maybe this is our place of agreement. some additional contrast. As you can see, we use this contrast theme everywhere. And even we can change the color for these shadow places. And, you know, palm leaves, sometimes they look like they are folded or something like that. We can use this effect. Something on the background. Here also something on the background. Something what is lighted by sun. And I really adore this palm, which has the shape of a fan. You know this thing. So I will change the brush for 1 second because we need more fine lines. And when I saw such a palm in reality, I was so, maybe not surprised. I knew that they exist. I saw them in Thailand, and it was that feeling that I'm like I'm in a documentary of National Geographic or something like that. Because initially I'm from Russia, from Siberia. It is a sort of cold region, very long winter, and still now they have temperature which is below 0. It is Celsius, not Fahrenheit, and they still have snow. So it is so severe climate. When you need to survive all the time, but there in Thailand it was like a fairy tale. So I'm going to add some quick. I like this one. And add some, like they are not folded but cut it in some places. And here we can see the contour of the car. So also doing it very quickly. Nine seconds to go. I will restart this timer and like some shadow. And our next reference. It is very important. This is not some random guy. It is David Hockney, very, very famous artist. And he's like a legend. And I'm so pleased to see him here in this set of references. And what have I decided? I remember that he has a series of paintings, if we can say paintings, because as I know, he did it on iPad. And they are called like Arrival of Spring. And they are super bright and vivid and full of that energy. Full of that energy of spring. So I come up this with the idea that on one of my upcoming streams we can do one interesting thing. Maybe you already know that I have a playlist where we are redrawing, or we are making our own interpretations of some great artists' works, masterpieces. I will put the link somewhere here or in the description, so you can find. I already made 2 live streams about this interpretation thing. So I will do it. I hope that I will manage to draw it, to film this, or how to say, I forgot. To draw these pictures on my stream on the next week, maybe in the beginning. But you will know everything. I will make an announcement. And it is such, I will show you his pictures from this series. This, like this, they look very simple to draw, to redraw them like this or something like that. They look simple, but at the same time they are so emotionally, they have this emotional vibe that spring is here, that we can feel it in the air. And I definitely want to stream it and draw, and I will provide you some of his pictures. No, now it is in other proportions because of that long legs. And by the way, if you're interested in maybe in my view on some famous artists, maybe in future I will make some lectures or videos about them, about their life, their technique, their style, and something like that. Let me know in comments if you are interested in it, and I can try to do it. 1 minute. We have 1 minute. He has a watch here, like something like that. And need to change my brush to add some tiny details. I suppose that maybe this one is, I don't know what color of his eyes. I will make them blue because it is beautiful. I again restart my. So you know about my creative plans, that we are going to redraw some of pictures of David Hockney, and maybe we not only redraw them, but find our own approach how to do it in our own manner. I always encourage you to try to add something from you, from your soul, from your personality and it will help you to progress in a good way. I encourage you to progress, not to force your progress, but to create conditions where you can do it without your own, not an interference, but when it happens naturally. Okay, that's it with Hockney. Like something. And we have 5 minutes to draw this cactus, I suppose, with 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We already completed more than half of today's sketches. So just find a way how to complete the rest. 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, and we will be done. We will be great people for today. You know what is good in drawing? It is not just a drawing. It is that thing that when you complete it, for example, in this live stream, 10 sketches in 1 hour, you feel like you are a winner today because you completed a thing, the thing which is not obvious for everyone. Not everyone can do it. You can do it. Oh, white is so light color, I don't know. But maybe it depends on this. Add some for these tiny ones, like cactus children. I don't know, how do you name these parts? We will add a little bit of more light color because they are lighted by sun, and also they just have this color. And we will add some, not here, these flowers on it. Oh. Something like that. A lot of flowers. It is so beautiful when cactuses are blossoming. What do you think? Do you have the same feeling that it happens not that often? Maybe then I used to cactuses only as home flowers, not because of my experience, my life experience. But maybe in your country you can easily find them on the streets, so it is not that exotic for you. But for me, and when these cactuses they grow at home, they normally don't blossom often. It is rare case when it happens. So for me it looks exotic and interesting. Like, as today we are talking about how to immerse ourselves into National Geographic show, how to do it with sketching. Why not? I can do this live stream again, maybe sometime in future, and to draw from some episode of this show just to try how it could feel. And I want to add some of this, I don't know, pines, or how do you call this, sharp things, very unpleasant needles. And like, so it's time to the next reference. I will add a little bit of shadow here too, just to complete this part. And our next photo is so funny because it is the dog who was exploring how to rock and roll in the fresh cutted grass. And this white dog became green. We will use two layers. On the first layer, I will draw the grass. And immediately after that, I will draw this dog. Again, everything is very schematic because we don't have much time for overthinking. This is for procrastinators who always overthinking how to do this or that, how to do it for the best way. Here, you would never draw something in a perfect way. You will be drawing it quickly and ugly and without even thoughts about perfection. Because no, if you are mature person, you understand that here perfection is just the format which gives you no chance to do something perfect. And the perfection is real perfection is here, that you can do something imperfect and don't worry about it. It is much more important thing. It is my opinion again, but I truly believe in it. So 3 something. Yes, and he has this, maybe it has this belly, yellow, not yellow, but pinkish yellow and a little bit of white. We still can find a little bit of whites in it. But he tried so hardly to choose his initial color. So only some parts reminds of his real color. And the very funny, how this host of this dog will have fun time to remove this additional color of its dog. But we will add some teeth, of course. And the nose, something like. No time, to draw everything correctly. Now it's time to do something with the grass. Again, don't overthinking. You have only 2 minutes to just to explore this reference. So just we can see that it has some, maybe not a shadow, but when he is goofing around in this environment, he change the structure of the grass, let's say. And it becomes more soft and inclined to different directions. I also like this picture very much because it is so original and authentic, and it I really add a couple of touches to the grass because I still need several seconds for, maybe I will do like this. Oh, I need this time for the dog. I would like to add a little bit of contrast. Two big spots. It looks like, oh, doesn't want to, this fur. Super fun. It's time to restart for our next picture, but I just want to draw a little bit of contrast here and there. So our next reference is this. Like, I even cannot understand what is it, but we have only 5 minutes 30 seconds to draw it. So just make some exprompt. I will grab it together. And here we can see the part of the rod. Everything very, very quickly. Here we can see some leaves, and maybe this color is better. We can see them from this hole. And here, this maybe not here, somewhere here, this hole. And it's like the real nature is covered by something fake. I don't know, this word is like a fabric or something plastic which is covered, this thing. So some rod, not signs, but this rod things. Here and there, and here there's some pillar which is holding it. And closer to the end, it is already rusted. Like this. We add some. But you know that we are not only drawing this exposition, but we need to add a person who is crawling there. Maybe white is better, yes. So no time to draw it in detail, something like that. It was already very good. And here like some fake trees. And add some pattern. Let's see. better, yes? Mm-hmm. We have this cut, like someone made an additional hole and tried to escape. It is, for the end of it, and tries to escape from this urban reality into the nature. It is something metaphorical here, as I understand. And I think that it is a woman. And she tries to go further into this hole. Some belt or this position. And here we can show that she's inclined some jeans. And one leg is already there. It is somewhere there. I will draw it more dark. And here it is also some folds here and there. Some part of her leg. And we are almost done. And the time is also almost finished. Yes. So we have this picture. And what we have? We have our final picture. It is very funny because this plant, which is predator, and it bites the tongue of this boy or girl. I don't know. We will start with this. Maybe it's like better to situate like this. It's a profile of a person. When you are drawing here so quickly, you just forget about anything. And it is the good way where you can really relax and don't care much about what have you got to the end of it. So drawing something like that, a little bit of lights here and there. How nicely this brush can how to say, imitate. How it could it imitate traditional materials. I like it very much. It's like lips, and here we can see this tongue like that. Something more reddish, I suppose. Not that red, maybe something like that. Here's some light colors. We will add some shadows. Maybe I also I don't know if you like it. It looks not very pleasant. It is true. I am also not sure if it is the way how I can like it. But sometimes it is not bad to draw just one picture, which is not best for you, but you still try something unusual and unpredictable. That's why we are here. Maybe it's a little bit wider like this. And the nose, I also can see this nostrils. And the main part, it is this beautiful leaves of this. I want to see this animal because it bites, but it is not an animal, and we both know it. And it grabs, it bites here and there. And he still like this, maybe not an, could we name it as an adventure? Because something unusual is definitely happen here, but is it enough to name it as an adventure? What do you think? Write me in comments. I will add some, as usual, some volume to it to make it more beautiful. By the way, my closest live stream will happen on Sunday, and we are going to draw very funny portraits of some crazy ancient tigers, like we already tried in my previous live stream. But there it was the stream where we were drawing the whole figure, the full body of the tigers. And now on Sunday we are going to draw only portraits, and I collected the references, and it is hilarious. I really encourage you to take part of it and enjoy this process. And I hope that it will be super fun for you, a little bit more warm, a little bit more bright. So we are about to complete it. Maybe a couple of final touches, and we are done for today. Not for all today, because after this live stream, I'm going to film my next episode of my urban sketching big adventure show. So stay tuned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, we are done. How it happened? I just sit still here, but okay, you will have this in this case. So we are done for our 10 sketches. I will show them to you in my free Telegram. That's better. I will be closer to the middle. Yes. I will show you them in my free Telegram channel. The link I will put into the description so you can observe them in details. And of course, I encourage you to put your own sketches from today's practice and what? And vote for the cover, for the sketch which will appear on the cover of this stream. You just can write like a raccoon in the trash can, or what we have said, David Hockney portrait, or something like that. You understand me? And maybe I will choose from your suggestions. Maybe I will choose, if you are not voting, I will choose it by myself. So thank you so much for being here and spending time with me and have some fun conversation. And I will see you on my next video, where we are going to draw some urban sketching object. See you there and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.